26th of December 2004, the world witnessed one of the most devastating disasters in years. An earthquake off the coast of Sumatra caused massive tidal waves all across Asia. In Sri Lanka, roughly the same size as Ireland, infrastructures and livelihoods were wiped out in seconds as waves pounded coastal regions. Here, 35,000 people lost their lives to the waves. Sri Lanka's Ampara district on the southeast coast was one of the worst affected regions. 1/3 of the country's loss of life occurred in this area, one of the region's goal focused on. Within hours of the disaster, Goal emergency teams were dispatched to bring supplies to survivors. The aid agency witnessed a spectacular outpouring of generosity from the public, which allowed it to immediately respond to the needs of survivors. During the emergency rehabilitation phase, Goal concentrated on providing emergency shelters for thousands of families and water and sanitation facilities for 6,000 people. Damaged buildings were made safe, rubble cleared and water sources cleaned. Goal distributed non-food items such as mosquito nets, hygiene kits and set up a boatyard where 500 tsunami-damaged fishing boats were repaired. Once immediate needs were met, Goal's longer-term recovery and rehabilitation program got underway.
1, 2, 3!
15 months later, Goal had rehabilitated and rebuilt 65 schools so that 35,000 children could return to their education after one of the most traumatic years of their lives. So impressive was the work completed that one local dignitary stated to a large gathering that it would have taken 20 years for the Sri Lankan government to achieve what Goal had accomplished in 15 months. Many of the East Coast's road drainage and bridges were severely damaged by the tsunami. Goal carried out essential repairs, rebuilding 6 bridges and repairing irrigation canals and more than 50 kilometres of roads. Almost 75% of Sri Lanka's fishing fleet was completely destroyed by the tsunami, and Ampara's only chilling plant was swept away. To reinvigorate the local economy and help fishermen and their families get back on their feet, fishing boats were repaired and nets and equipment distributed by Goal. 4 fully equipped fish markets and 4 fishery community centres were built by Goal and handed over to local authorities on the 2nd anniversary of the tsunami. All of this was achieved on an administration cost base of less than 5%. The Goal programme in Sri Lanka was one of the most ambitious and successful emergency and rehabilitation programmes ever undertaken by the aid agency. Thanks to the generosity and support shown to us by the public and the hard work of the Goalies, these devastated communities face the future with hope, where previously there was only destruction and despair.